it's Felicia here, and today I am actually hosting my monthly book club. And I sort of just wanted to bring you all along on how I sort of set everything up and get ready to have a fun night with some ladies and talk about a book. I've been hosting a monthly book club ever since March. We meet once a month. In between, we sort of just chat through the Discord because there's like spoil like blockers. So you can say like chapter 15 and like block it out and such. I just really like that feature. And so we kind of chat throughout the month and then we all come together and basically do a big book roast. I mean, we've had some hits, we've had some misses, we've had some mixed reviews, and it's just really fun to see like everyone's unique opinion as to why they liked the book, what they got out of the book, how they related to different characters. It's all so different and just so fun, and something I had wanted to facilitate for a long time, and finally just messaged a bunch of friends and was like, we're reading this book in March and meeting this day. And book club was born, and now we do monthly polls and we'll pick out like what genre we kind of want to focus on, give out our suggestions. I'll typically watch like a recommendation video, sometimes book club specific based on the genre we're going for, and then we'll narrow it down, have a poll of like 3 or 4 videos. Sometimes there's really close ties, but one always ends up winning. So I'm excited for tonight. Obviously, first off, I like to just clean my place. It's kind of nice to know like, oh, I'm gonna be hosting something, so I can do a really big sort of deep clean that day. And obviously, first off, besides that, is finishing the book, which I have not done. I knew I was going to be cleaning today, so I figured I'd pop it in and listen to the last. I think I have a little bit over an hour, so I should be able to finish it. And then I like to make a PowerPoint, which I don't know, it's a little extra, but it's just really fun. It doesn't have to be super elaborate. Probably make today's really simple since it's kind of last minute. I need to just get my headphones in and start cleaning up my space. Also, it's August 1st today. I try to make every book club on a Friday, like the last Friday of the month, but I had to reschedule this to this week from last week. But it works out because it's just the first today. But for some reason, it's like really, really like the humidity broke. We had a storm yesterday and it feels so nice outside. So I can finally open the windows and get some fresh air in here because everything's been locked down shut probably the last like month and a half just because of how muggy it's been outside. So I'm excited to like freshen up the air before a ton of people come. There's this giant I think it's a giant katydid up here. It looks so cool. It kind of mimics like a leaf bug. I've noticed it on our front porch a lot, and it's supposed to be kind of a like spiritual protection. So I'll take it. We're reading Prodigal Summer by Barbara Kingsolver. There's a reason that I'm pretty like I haven't finished it yet. It's weird because it seems like a book that would actually be really up my alley, but it's just so slow. Like if I wanted to watch a vlog of a farm life, that's what I would like, but I would know and be expecting that, you know? I wanted a book with like a good plot, good action, good fun, like, and that just wasn't what it was. And so I went in with that expectation. It wasn't giving me that, and I just didn't like it. And it's okay. I like, as soon as I just accepted, like, oh, it's just a little slow, and I just need to, like, listen to these cool animal facts and be with the slowness of it. It's been fine, but still not my favorite. Not bad, just not what I was expecting or I guess my brain was desiring for this month. But we've had a lot of mixed opinions on this book from the group so far, so I'm really excited to hear everyone's kind of takeaways from it tonight, and why or why not they liked or didn't like it. I am going to play this and just get to cleaning, and I will catch back up with you when I am in PowerPoint mode.
My apartment is a mess. There's no room for happiness. Been alone too many nights. You came by the other day, dropped off a key but wouldn't stay. We couldn't even start a fight. I know it's only been a week, but I can't eat, I'm losing sleep, I'm missing you. On Sunday, I will make a brand new start. On Sunday, I will fix this broken heart. Maybe I won't be sad next Sunday. People running off to work. No one sees how much you hurt. It doesn't matter anyway. Picked up a coffee down the street, the place we always used to meet. It's getting cold here in LA. I know it's only been 2 weeks. I can't eat, I'm losing sleep.
Okay, now basically I ended up cleaning everything. I took a lunch break. I showered, and which I'm trying out a new shampoo. I don't know. I have like wavy hair, so it's hard to find what works. And typically, as soon as something starts working for a while, it'll suddenly stop working. But anyway, now we are going to make the PowerPoint. Oh, and while I was cleaning and stuff, I did finish the book. Okay, so I am going to do the, these are my thumbnails. I'm gonna do, let's see, gotta go back down to the book. I'm gonna do the non-spoiler portion of this for you guys first, though I would argue there's not that much to spoil if you're worried about that. Like truly, let's see. I like the darker. I try not to like super overthink anything. Let's maybe give it a little white border. Send back. Like that. Okay, yeah, I like that. I always use the League Spartan, and this is what I'll put up while we're like kind of waiting. Like people get here and then we wait about an hour, hour and a half, depending on like if we know everyone's gotten there, though I don't typically know who is coming, which is kind of fun. Okay, so typically for like non-spoiler slide, I'll do thoughts and feelings. But for this book, I'll probably end up putting thoughts and feelings at the end just because, I don't know, I just like feel out the vibe of each book basically. And I feel like this book's vibe is let's talk about the characters, and then I like the animations, they're fun. So I'll do thoughts and feelings. What else? And then I'll sometimes just do a character sheet, like it'll be like characters, and then I'll just have them like animate on the screen one at a time. So then we talk about that character and then we talk about the next and we can start talking about the relations of the characters. This was written kind of differently, like it was following three different stories that hardly ever met up, which was kind of a little bit of my gripe, honestly. So, like, one of the ones, and we'll probably get into spoilers, so I'll probably put a tag on like when the spoilers in. So one of the stories was following this guy that was like doing old chestnut trees, like trying to bring them back because of the blight, which was really interesting to learn about. I didn't know much about that at all. And he was like a grumpy old man who like hated his neighbor, loved his neighbor. So we have enemies. How do you spell? Okay, so we have enemies to lovers, grumpy sunshine trope. I'm trying to think if there's any, like, I sometimes do questions. I just don't know. Almost so little happened that I don't know what to ask. Okay, so yeah, I don't really know. Like, maybe there's questions later. I like to just prompt basically everybody for something, and I feel like we can do enemies to lovers, grumpy sunshine. Like that will spark all the conversation that we need. I can't spell. There we go. All the chapters with the grumpy guy was called Old Chestnuts, and then all the chapters with these characters was called Predators, and then there was Moth Love for the other characters, enemies and lovers, both the whole time. I'm excited to talk about this because, like, some people really, really loved it, and some people didn't. Oh, I'll also always put a disclaimer. I almost forgot. So, my initial disclaimer is it's okay if you loved the book. It's okay if you hated it. Disagreement is not equal. Do I have a not equal sign? I'm just gonna write does not equal. Disagreement does not equal disconnection. Because I used to struggle with that. Literally, one of my friends told me she didn't like this band that I really liked. That was it. And I didn't listen to that band for like a year. For no, like, she didn't do anything to me about it. She was just like, I don't like them. And I was like, oh, I don't want to experience anything that might disconnect me from others in any way. And then it was just like, disagreement does not equal disconnection. Oh, sorry. Okay. Anyway, I always have that disclaimer because of that for me, for my own thing. And then also, just for others, I feel like sometimes it can be so easy to hear people like hating on a book or hating on something. And you're like, oh, yeah, yeah, like I hated it too, or whatever. It's like, no, tell me why you loved it. Even if I don't like it, tell me why you loved it. Like, I want to know. No judgment to anyone. It's fascinating, truly. And then there's going to be things that I like that you don't, and I have to be okay with that. There we go. For sure. Okay. Enemies and lovers. What else did they do? It was just a couple like living in the woods. This guy basically was trying to hunt coyotes that she loved, so she hated him. They ended up getting pregnant, but she didn't tell him, and he left. Like, that was it. Grumpy, grumpy, honestly. And now we're going to do the Moth Love, which was my least favorite. I don't even want to explain why online. It was not good. I'm gonna write some things a little later about this one, and I'll probably think up a few questions. It's just like not coming to me now. But this, I'm just showing you like how I do the PowerPoint basically. And then we'll have thoughts and feelings, and then I'll do a rating. Okay. So yeah, it, this screen right here will just sort of stay on until we start the PowerPoint. And we start and we go through our little slides. I think it's cut off a little bit for you guys. And then we end it. And that's all. Like it seems really simple. The PowerPoint helps almost just keep the conversation going, especially if there either seems to be a lull in conversation and or if there is a lot of feelings happening about something and we're all like going in circles, it can just be like, okay, moving on to this next point, which can be helpful. So it kind of helps either situation or just to sort of keep us on track and move the conversation forward, especially if we get off track, which can happen. I mean, it does. It's pretty relaxed. Like we don't even have to go through all these questions, but a lot of it too can be that it reminds me and others of like things we actually want to talk about within it. Like I might put something about like, I don't know. I can't even, it was just so plot empty. I don't mean to be like, this is how I do book club. And then I just like kind of shit on the book. Most of the ones we've done have been really good. And even this one, like it's all really good for book club, I think. Especially this one, I'm so curious because it's the first one where we've had very mixed feelings within the party of really loving it or really disliking it or feeling neutral. So that's going to be really interesting. We've read books that we all really, really disliked, and it's almost fun to just talk about how like hollow a character can be. It's so interesting because by talking about what is lacking within characters, we almost discover what is important within characters. Like, I really don't like a female character that is just a complete hero and has no flaws, and it just feels really unrealistic. It's really interesting to dive through things like that together that we dislike about something and then really highlight things that we do like about the books that we've really enjoyed and dissecting the characters that we fell in love with, and then it's just a dream come true, honestly. Like I had wanted to do a book club for so long. I'm so glad I just started, and now we're five. This is our fifth book. August will be six. Like that's crazy to me, but not that crazy because I knew I kind of wanted a little community like this, and I'm so glad it continues to grow. I think everyone should at least try it, even if only a few people show up. Like we've had months where it was just four of us, and that was such a cozy, intimate night. Even if I just read a book with like a friend and I still just had a structure like this where it felt purposeful and fun, I think I would still love that. It just is a way to connect with a hobby that is typically very solo. It's also really hard, even if it is solo and you know a lot of people who like reading. It's so rare that you are reading the same books at the same time or connecting in the same way. Like, even if someone right now started reading some of my favorite books, I would still feel this disconnect because it's been so long since I've read them. Like, I'm not right, like, I'm there for them if they need those aha moments, but it's not fresh on my mind. So it's just cool to have it fresh on everyone's mind. And yeah, then there's been months where there were 14 people last month, which was crazy. Like that many people read the same book. I don't know. I just really love book club. I think everyone, if they have it in their heart, they should at least try, even if it's not a monthly thing. I think even every other month, even just having the Discord to chat throughout the month is really good. And now, as well, most of us have all been reading the same books. So I've had these random conversations with people like later, like just in passing, and they'll be like, oh, like TJ in that book. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you read this book. And we're all starting to connect these little dots of the books. It's like typically you're the only one, I mean, still with your book fingerprint, like you're the only one that has read the books that you have read in the context and season of your life and perception of them. You're the only one that has done that. It's cool to include some people in part of that fingerprint of this little web that grows of connection. Almost this inside joke that will continue to grow because we continue to read more and more books and connect them back to each other or to something. And we know what we're talking about when we bring that up in just a passing random conversation that, I don't know, yeah, it just gives you that little tingle of like connection that you might not always get. So, and this is how I run mine. I love hosting. I love the casualness of this. I love that it's all women, and it just is a perfect fit for me. And I'm so glad that I'm in a space where I can really host that. I am going to go ahead and make the dough for a pizza because then my partner typically will make the rest of the pizza. I'll do the dough and we'll eat kind of an early dinner because everyone's going to get here right around 6. I think that's about all I have to do. I need to get ready. Yeah. So I'll probably end this here and I hope you enjoyed. I know it was kind of talkative, but that's what I do. So I hope you are inspired to start your own book club or club of any sort. I think it's just things like this that really make the world go round. Make me excited for every month, make me feel connected, make it feel like, oh, I know I'm at least going to see everyone at the end of the month. I've been seeing people a lot more often because otherwise I'd be like just cold planning things, but this is just sort of a set, like it's around the last Friday of every month. So it's not so hard to manage it, to plan it, because I struggle with scheduling and stuff. And yeah, it's just on the calendar. And then the day that it is, this is kind of my routine. And then everyone comes over and we have fun. So I hope you have a beautiful day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.